What was that, Quentin?
Hi! Welcome around Tree Ranch.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's been months since I've had a camera in my face. It feels kind of weird. We've been real busy with some other stuff. But we're back in Kansas. It's April something. We've been here for a couple weeks. We had the whole crew together and we're gonna go shed hunt today. It's been really slow. We've freaking done a little bit of it, found a few, but nothing crazy. So we got a whole group of people. We're gonna walk some big bedding areas and stuff and hopefully do good. There's 7 of us here today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of us today and some useless dogs. Don't expect them to find anything.
Mainly the brown one.
But anyway, guys, so there's a couple deer we're looking for. One particular set that will be really big if we find it, like really, really big, like 250 plus. So hopefully we find that. But anyway, we're gonna get after it and walk it, and we'll see you guys out there. I obviously only have one big camera, and there's gonna be 7 of them. I'm gonna try to like split up as best I can, and try to run around and be with everybody. But you're obviously not gonna find every shot on camera. I'm told if they have iPhones, they'll maybe film themselves if they find a big one or whatever. But I'm gonna try to do my best to be where the action is. But obviously I'm not gonna be able to capture everything. We're also doing a competition like we did last year. Same thing, 3 prizes. Everybody listening? There's 3 Yeti cups for the taking. This way so the wind doesn't bother. Biggest shed, smallest shed, and most sheds found. Okay? Last year Blaine took 2 of the 3 prizes, and Quentin here took smallest shed. You should have brought the cup, like a bragging right there.
Are you going for number 2?
Anyway, the rules are, it has to be, for it to count as a shed, it has to have the base on it. So if you find like a broken point, it doesn't count as a shed.
Piece of antler, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a piece of antler, it's not a shed. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Shed
You can't find a little
shed.
point and then call that smallest. It's got to have the base on it. Anything I find doesn't count. If Buck finds, or any dog, but if Buck finds a shed, it still counts. So whoever grabs it from Buck gets it. So you can have him around if you want or whatever. I think that's it. All right, guys, we got to our first spot. We got this big hay field here, and all back up here is beautiful bedding up on top of the hill. So I'm just gonna drop a couple people off as we go down this whole hedgerow. All right, guys, I dropped 4 of them off along this hill. We're at the very end. We got Theo and Taylor. I'm just gonna film them. This is where I think most of the trails are, so that's why I brought. There's 3 of us here, but we're all gonna meet up on top anyway. So that's about it. Wish us luck. All right, guys, so we parked the truck a couple hundred yards that way. We just made it through the timber. At least in our area in Kansas, we don't find any sheds in the timber. There's just nothing in. We find all of ours in this kind of stuff. We're in a pretty steep hill. Probably can't tell from the camera, but this tall grass, these little thickets, you know, trails like this. That's where we find them, at least on our particular properties usually. I'm already running into a few beds and trails. So we got Theo and Taylor down that way, everybody else is further this way. I'm kind of in the middle, hoping to hear people start yelling or talking about it. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's like 80, beginning of April. A little late, but we've been busy with some other stuff. So here we go. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Look at there. First shed of the day. At least first one for us. We just got up on top. Where plateaus out. Beautiful buck. Nice brow, probably 2-year-old. Cool. Right here on this trail?
Yep.
Where it would be. You can see. So now we're up where it's pretty much flat and there's just beds and stuff everywhere. So we're gonna keep walking. Come here, Buck. Hey, go find a bone. Quentin says he sees one. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
That's a nice one. Right on the trail.
It's got the base on it.
Yeah,
It's a real shed.
that does count as a shed. I know this deer actually pretty well. It's big brow tine. I believe he's I thought he was a 4-year-old, 3 or 4-year-old. It wasn't a shooter this year. We passed him up. I never saw him. I don't got any video of him, but a couple of other hunters did. Awesome. Where was it? Right here? Oh, yeah, right on this trail. There's beds all over. It's probably hard to see in the camera, but everywhere you walk, there's beds all over this place. And we're just following the trails and looking through beds. I heard them yelling over there, so I'm gonna work our way that way. So sweet. That's at least 2. It's at least 2. And I've been there for both of them, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully they found another 1 or 2. How's it going, Nick?
There's the one.
That could be smallest of the day. They get smaller than that, but cool.
That's like average size, isn't it?
That's a little bigger than average.
That's a nice
Alright guys, we got to the second spot. We all took a little bit, got the dog some water, took a little break. This is where we actually filmed last year's shed video. The farmer didn't do as good of a job, didn't put a cover crop in this year, so there hasn't been as many deer. But still, when we drive by, there's been 20, 30 deer every night in these fields. So basically gonna cover this whole hillside way up on top. Hopefully you guys can see that. Same kind of stuff, get up in the bedding area. We didn't find a single shed in the actual field, which kind of sucks. I don't know if someone, maybe there were some, maybe someone took them off. They're right next to the road, who knows.
Stay away from that.
We got a protein feeder over there. I'm gonna go check. See, I haven't been here in like a couple weeks, make sure there's still protein in it. But last time I was here, there's still a bunch. So I know they've been using that and stuff, so see how it goes, guys. Keep you updated. Alright guys, I think we found the big one. Look at this scrape right here, by the way. That's huge. Anyway, I just heard a bunch of screaming over here and he's coming down the hill. I think we found the one we're looking for. Yeah, it is. Wait till you guys see this thing. Like I said, let me know what you guys think it scores. If we find the other side, but I think it's gonna be at least 250.
We can measure it in beer lengths.
Look at that. Nope, just the one side. I can't even film it. Here, you have to hold it. I can't even film it. I have to get back up. I'm hoping the other side. So this, he actually broke off right here. He actually had another split. This side was a 7-point side, but our neighbor actually found that split last week and he brought it back to his house. That is awesome.
Yep. Go find the other side.
So yeah guys, in case you didn't know, we have elk on our ranch. They showed up last year a little bit and then they left and then they came back and they've been here ever since. So we're looking for the other side of this guy, and there's some more elk around here too. So this is the big one though. That is awesome. That is freaking sick. So he found a tray up here on this trail, probably coming to that protein feed. I just went and shook the protein feed and I saw fresh elk tracks around there, so I had some hope. But now the mission is to find the other side. So we're gonna comb this area. I would hope it's within a couple 100 yards. I think with an elk, you would think with one side they'd be off weight. I don't know. Never found an elk shed before, so that's pretty cool. We are heading up the hill, up in the bedding area, so stick with us. So we just found this antler a second ago, and we just heard that someone found a dead head, so it's not good. We're gonna go walk over there and see who it is. Never like hearing that when looking for sheds. But, I don't. Man, I almost feel like I know this deer. Yeah, I definitely recognize this deer. I can't remember how long ago though. I don't. There's a piece of his bone, yeah. Well, good. Well, at least it's not one of the deer. I'd rather be that deer than one of the big ones. Yeah. But still, good find, Taylor.
Thank you.
I don't know, did we count that as a shed?
I feel like it counts.
I don't know, guys.
I mean, you don't get to look forward to the future.
We never, I don't know, it wasn't part of the rules. I don't know what we do with a dead head. I probably should have thought of that. But, cool. Well, it always sucks to find them that way, but I'd rather find them like this and never find them. And at least it's not one of our big bucks. So that's good. All right, guys, we're gonna keep looking. So we gotta find the other half of that elk shed, hopefully. So we have a bunch of guys going up there. I'll probably bring Taylor and have her go that way. And, oh, I hear more yelling. Oh, I just heard yelling. I think they found another one. All right, we're gonna go catch up with them. All right, guys. Freaking had to go up down the hill anyway. I caught back up to the guys. They found the other elk shed and a deer shed. That is so awesome. So that was the first one.
This one.
That's the broken one.
This one was the one that was up the hill over there in the grass.
6 by. So this was the 6-point side. Well, this side might actually be bigger because that side's broken off. This side's supposed to have an extra point. This one, but it's busted.
Either way, I'm in the lead.
I don't think you're gonna get beat by.
And most.
Oh, you find the deer shed too?
Deer shed
Oh
too.
man, it's. There you go. Turn them a little bit. Awesome. Other way. Go that way with them. There you go. That's so freaking cool, guys.
This sucker is real old.
Yeah, that's an old one. Quinn just said he found another one. He hasn't touched it yet. We'll get the to where it was laying.
I'd send Buck to here.
Yeah, this is some good area. So we're up, we're not at the peak, that's the top of the hill, but we're up on one of these big benches. And they love to get in here, and they love bedding in this stuff. Oh, that's no way. Wait, I could be wrong.
Is that an old cruiser?
No, I think it's Lucky. I think it's Lucky's last. Remember Blaine found it last year?
Yeah. Oh, is this the one we found one side?
We found one half of it last year, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Well, it looks like it's been sitting here. It's got
definitely a year old.
It's got bugs all over it.
Let me see. I think that's Lucky shed from last year. His other half, I think.
It doesn't look too old. It's still got a little brown.
Yeah, probably a year old, I think. Maybe
you
it's.
can definitely tell. Yeah, it's been sitting here for a while. It's you can feel the sun bleach on
How
it.
many people did we have last year? Freaking 10 guys walking. We walked right. That's why like shed hunting guys is tough. Like that's the second.
We walked right past this for sure last
Literally,
year.
yeah. I mean, we were walking over this hillside. It's freaking awesome, man. Right here, shake and bake. Guys, look at this. Oh, come on, bring it here. Hey, fetch it up. Come on, lazy. Hey, fetch it up. Buck is exhausted today. Come on, good boy. Come on, good boy. Another oldie. I mean, good to find him, but man, I like to find a little newer than that. Buck is absolutely exhausted, but I was just looking into this thick stuff, and I looked up, and Buck was standing over something, and I'm like, is it a bone buck? You know, fetch up ever? And he picks it up, and that's when I got the camera going, but he barely could bring it to me. We just gave him some water, but these dogs, it's so hot out. It's like the first day that these dogs have really seen, 80-degree weather. So, the past year. So he's a little tired. But anyway, just found this one. I have no idea where the guys are. Quentin found the other half of Lucky sheds way over there, and then he went up that way, and I've been kind of circling around. I've been zigzagging this whole area right here. Beds and tracks literally everywhere. All right, guys, a little update for you. It's probably been, I'll turn this way for the wind, but it's probably been, I don't know, hour and a half since I found this guy. Everybody else went back to the truck. Sorry, my face is beet red. But everybody else went back to the truck and quit. So I, instead of doing where I was gonna walk, I had to stop and basically walk all the area I wanted them to walk. Instead of walking it all thoroughly, I just kind of walked through it all. A couple miles. Buck's still with me, we're dying. We just came off of this mountain, and we got the road right here. And my plan was just to hit the road and walk the road back. The truck's probably half a mile that way. And I was just gonna turn left and walk down this trail right here. And I just stopped to take my breath for a second, and I hope you can see that Buck's walking right to it actually. Hey, find a bone. Good boy. Fetch it up. Fetch it up. Come on, bring it here. Let's go. Good boy. Let's found this guy. Now this is actually a fresh shed, this year's shed. It's like a 3-year-old, 8.4-year-old, 8 maybe. So that's good. I'll probably walk down here to like that green edge, make sure the other half isn't laying there. Then I'm gonna turn around and walk this trail all the way back to the truck. But hard to find good help these days. All those guys, after 2 hours of walking, they had to call it quits. So I start heading that way. I'm not sure if we're gonna block another area or what, but it sucks because I know there's more sheds that we all walk by up there, but just so much country, it takes a lot of eyes to cover it all. So anywho, I'm gonna keep walking down this trail and catch up to you guys probably back at the truck. Well, never mind. I'm probably about 80 yards, 100 yards from where I just talked to you guys. This is how crazy it is, how easy it is to walk past these sheds. I'm walking down the same trail, and I was just looking down at the ground for one split second. I almost stepped on that shed right there. So, it's the other half to the one I just found, which is cool. Little set, but if I wasn't walking on this trail, I still almost didn't see it. It's crazy how easy they are to walk by, and that's what I mean. Like, that's why we find sheds from years past and places I know I've already looked before and stuff. It's hard. So I'm gonna head back to the truck now. Might call it the day. Might keep looking. Not really sure. I think it's put us over 10, so that's good. But anyway, I'll get back to the truck and catch up with you guys then. Well, it's a little gross, but Buck just found him a nice hot tub. Oh, that's some gross water. We're almost back to the truck and found this little stock tank. And told Buck to get a drink and he decided to hop on in, so okay, I'm sure he needs it. It's a little skull eyeing me, but he's been working hard. Me and him put on the miles a day, so I was looking at my phone. I think I'm up to 5 miles for the day by the time I get back to the truck, so he's done at least 3-4 times that much. We'll let him cool off, get a little drink, and go the last couple hundred yards of the truck. Alright guys, this was the final total of the day. We ended up with 10 sheds. Of course, we got the elk, which was awesome. Really hoping to harvest this guy this year. A couple old ones. This one's a beautiful up and comer. Might be a shooter this year, but probably gonna give him one more year. We'll see what happens. The other side, the Lucky from last year. I was really hoping to find his current sides, but we did not. But at least we matched up that pair from last year's video. This nice set of, I don't know, probably 3-year-olds. Probably 3-year-old, maybe 4. 8-point. We got the littlest shed of the day, which is Nick's. So still win my prize, but an older guy. And then this one was just a whatever. 2-year-old probably. So, but it is like 85 degrees, sunny. They're in there cooking. We're having a big barbecue lunch. I think that's about it. So I might do a little bit more, but turkey season starts in a couple days, so we'll be hitting that pretty hard. But definitely our best year of shed hunting. It's just, it was a tough year for whatever reason. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and we'll be back to posting more from here on out with food plot stuff, turkey season, and then getting back right into Alaska fishing season and Kansas fishing season. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it.